The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm sorry about the delay, everyone. But for some reason, we couldn't get on. StreamYard was saying that we had to wait 30 to 60 seconds. It was so much traffic going on, I guess, with this address going on tonight. We got a lot of traffic, but we're here. We're on. Hey, good evening, everyone. This is the South Florida Live Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown, and this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Listen, I hope everyone experienced peace and blessings on today. You went to work. I hope it was productive. It was a productive day. If you were home, I hope that was productive. All the teachers that are chilling and relaxing and supposed to be just enjoying this time, I hope you are doing that and everything is going well. Hope all our young people, our youth, are enjoying their time off, their break, their summer break, and doing well and staying safe. Hey, listen, y'all. We are here building strong relationship with good relational goals. It's the single edition. It was hot last week, y'all. It was hot last week. As they say, it's going to get hotter. It's going to get gooder tonight. So I need everyone that's viewing, those that are viewing by Facebook, listen, I need you to tag at least 15 people tonight. I need you to start tagging now. Please start tagging now. Let them know that the South Florida Live Podcast is on, and it's the single edition. And we are talking about dating God's way. I know that might be a little tough for some people, but let's do it. I need you to start tagging some people, tagging some single folks, tagging some folks that's in relationship, marriage relationship, because we cover it all here. On this episode, we cover it all. We go from single to dating to engaged to married. We cover it all. And we're going to hit it tonight, y'all. So let's do it. Those that are viewing by YouTube, come on. Let's go. Those that are coming on, please go and tag. Those that are that's viewing by Facebook, go tag a few people. I'm asking you to tag at least 10 to 15 for me. Can you do that for me? Thank you so much. Please do that. Hey, listen, it was hot last week. It's going to get hotter tonight. You don't want to miss tonight. I am telling you, you do not want to miss tonight. So tag some folks. Let them know that we're on and we have, hey, those that are viewing by YouTube, come on, like and share. Would you do that for me? Like and share this podcast. I need some likes. I need some love. I need somebody to show me some love tonight. Hey, like and share. Hey, listen, those that are viewing by YouTube, if it's your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the little bell, that notification button, and click on all. That way, once you get, once we go live, every time we go live, you'll get notified that we're on. Would you do that for me? I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. There you go. Somebody showing me some love, some heart. Good evening to everyone. I always say, if I say good evening to you, please say good evening to your boy. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, since we got a late start, we're not going to hold it too long because I do want to see that address tonight, the presidential address. Hey, somebody say Kamala Harris, president. I know it's some men that ain't feeling that. It's some women that ain't feeling that. But as this old white gentleman always tell me, he said, you know what? It is what it is. and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So you either get with it or get away from it. That's my thing. You either get with it or get away from it. But but somebody say God has his hands and God is in control. See, I told you we do meditation, we do Monday meditation or prayer every Monday. The prayers of the righteous, y'all, is prevailing much. We're seeing it happen. Yeah. So hey, let's do it. Come on in, come on in. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We're gonna get started. Because my guests, my panel, man, they're ready. They're ready. They're fired up and ready. This is Pastor Javen, y'all. You stole my heart. Stole my heart. Hey, listen, come on in. Let's do this. Come on, come on. Join us tonight. Join us tonight. Join us tonight. Join us tonight. You will thank me later because it's going to be all right tonight. It's going to be all right tonight. Trust me. Trust me on that. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on. Stay with us because you're going to find out. You're going to hear some things that may help you in your relationship, single, married, divorce. Not divorce, but engage. That thing, engage. We're not promoting divorce. All right. Yeah. That was Javen. You stole my heart. Hey, listen, once again, thank you for everyone that's tuned in. Thank you for everyone that's watching. Those that are watching, you still ain't say good evening to me, but that's okay. That's all right. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. Hey, listen, we're gonna get this party started. We're gonna get it started. Hey, my girl, my sister, there she is, Chantel
Hello.
Weston. Hey, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm pressing, but I'm doing well. I'm pressing, but I'm doing well.
That's good.
How
That's
was your
good.
day
Just
today?
keep on pressing. I had a good day today. How about yourself?
Productive. I'll leave
Productive?
it
That's
right
always
there.
good.
Productive. I'll leave it right there. I'll leave it right
Okay.
there.
That's always
All
good.
right, good to see you. Thank you for joining us
Good
on
to
this
see
evening. You ready? You
you.
ready? This
I'm
thing gonna be
ready.
good. Yeah. And my man, my main man, there he is, the one and only Rob Miner, the comedian. Hey
Yes,
man,
sir. Yes,
good evening,
sir.
brother. Thank you for joining us. Good
Hey,
evening.
hey, how's everybody? How's everybody?
Good, good.
Good to
Doing
see you
well.
guys.
Good to see you too, brother. Good to see you too. Y'all ready for this? We might as well jump
Let's,
in
let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey,
Good.
listen. Those that were watching last week, we got a text. We got a message last week. Someone asked a question, and y'all, we've been talking a whole lot of stuff. And we were talking, about how we should, communicate, how we should, certain things, and when you with somebody, open up to them and enjoy them and respect them and have some respect. So we got a message saying asking that because we were saying that there's time that you're in a relationship, say 6 to 5 months, whatever, and you guys are real good, y'all solid, you tight in, whatever, where you able to say, hey babe, don't do this, babe, try this, or babe, I like you in this, babe, I love you in this, you should wear this more often, and y'all got that thing, y'all there. So we were just saying, I'm talking about that, that we should honor, respect, kind of dress for our mate, whoever. And someone send a message in saying that what if okay, if they don't like what she's wearing, why they don't just go out and buy it, then they need to go and buy something else. I'm like, we all went like, what? 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 because I think Rob said it's a teenager mentality. And the ladies, I was kind of surprised. The ladies, I was kind of surprised at y'all response because sister was like, "Oh, whoa, wait a minute, oh, stop it, no." But they were trying to say that if he didn't, but we were dealing with right now that night, that evening. But they were saying, okay, well, if he didn't like what she was wearing, sometime later on the week or whatever, he should go buy her something else, buy her something that he likes for her. So I'm like, but we were dealing with right then, and also went on to say if the guy, if she didn't like what the guy had on, would
Mhm.
he should go home and change. And I said, okay, if she not feeling what he having on and don't wear, because y'all, sometimes men,
Here it come. I can hear it.
I'm dropping on. I ain't no fashion guru, but
Mhm.
sometimes y'all brothers be making me like, what the hooter? What the I, I
I knew
saw
he was going there.
I saw, listen, I saw a couple one time. I don't know if it's wife, girlfriend, she was dressed to the
Start, right?
nine.
Mhm.
And dude had on a collar shirt with
Mm.
with the cut up jeans and
Mm.
a
Oh
pair of sneakers.
no.
I say, dude, are you kidding me right now? I mean, she was casual. I mean, boom dress.
Mm.
Dude, come on, bruh. Are you
Mm.
serious? So, brothers, we do need to be mindful of how we dress and how we compliment each other in
Yeah,
our
yeah,
dress.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
Definitely. I agree.
I agree.
So, that's where we left off. And I don't know if y'all got something to say about that or how y'all feel about that. Chantel, as a woman,
Mhm.
you dating this guy, y'all been locked in, and you know, he kind of likes to see you in certain stuff and certain things and dressed a certain way. And this particular evening, you were not in that, and also it was a little bit too much that was going to draw attention
Mhm.
to not you, not to the couple, but just to not to you. And the other thing they said is insecurity. I don't think that's being insecure.
No, I don't think it's being insecure. I would if he was to say something, I definitely would take it into consideration. I mean, because not only representing me, I'm representing us.
Mhm.
That part.
Mhm.
Like I stated, I said, now you kind of sometimes sisters you put brothers in a type situation, a situation where we got to check our manhood
Mhm.
because you got some bros out there don't care.
Right. And I was talking my cousin mentioned this last week after the show that yeah, you could put, your man into a situation where somebody else who doesn't care might come up to you and approach you and may say something disrespectful, and then now your man gotta, step up and, kind of pump his chest up a little bit.
Mhm.
If altercation or something happens. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that part that I was trying to get to see that that's how altercation come. It can not saying sisters don't dress, but watch out for your man. Watch out for your man. Rob, where you at? Where you at, Rob? Where you
Okay.
at?
First of all, good topic and good answer. And I think what's happening there is there's a communication lack. And sometimes you can talk about what you're going to do. Well, I'm going to just throw something on. Sometimes women do that too. I'm just going to throw something on nice and casual. And you throw on something casual and they come in like they dressed for the Grammys. Now, you didn't know that. So therefore, you're going to look mismatch. The reason that it's important to communicate is because when you go outside with your
Mhm.
significant other, the one thing everybody must see is harmony. They
Right.
must see that you two are in sync together. So the more you guys look in sync together, the less likely somebody's going to try to come in between it. Now, if
True.
you guys they can clearly see that you guys are dressed in one accord where this is something that y'all talked about. That's okay. We're gonna wear this, gonna wear that, and y'all coordinating together. People are less likely to try to get in the middle of that when they can see that you guys are on one accord. So when y'all dressed together like that, people go, "Oh, that's a sharp couple." You don't want somebody to say that's a sharp man and that's an all right woman, or that's how I want to. Now, it doesn't matter the difference how you look, but when you coordinate it together, people will respect you more as a couple, and they can say, "You know what? I ain't, bro, got that. Hey, man, good one, bro." They give you a little nod because they can see you got your stuff together. You don't want people to see any form of division when you're together because that's when they're not going to respect you.
Right. So I'm gonna ask this question. Is it is it a part of the conversation? Okay, and then just acknowledgement and to know. Say for instance, um, one is more fashionable
Mm-hmm.
into the area of fashion than the other.
Okay.
Is it okay? Say for instance that sister or the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my boo not really into fashion like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So is that a part? Is that a part? Is that I want to say it. Is that where in the relationship where you make a decision, say, okay, um, um, my boo, she's into fashion. I'm not. So now my boo, whatever she wants me to wear, I'll allow her to go get it. I'll
Mhm.
buy it, but she gonna take me and pick my stuff out and dress me. Is that a problem? Is that most men? Are you okay with that, brothers, or you got a problem?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Part of being able to go to the next level is understanding somebody else might be better than you at something. So if you're a guy that doesn't really dress fashionable like that, and you have a woman that's very fashionable, hey man, this is a good time to learn. This is a good time to learn because it's not like she's trying to get you to do something that's bad. She's trying to upgrade you. So we have to be open to understanding somebody might be better at finance, somebody might be better at emotional, somebody might be better at dressing. So if you had a financial consultant as a girlfriend or significant other, you might want to listen to her to help your finances.
Right,
Everything
right,
goes together and everything must be on one accord. So if she's better in the fashion, then say, hey, you know what? Ask her. Go to the mall and say, okay, we're gonna put some stuff together. Does this look better with this? Because I'm a sweat. You can say I'm a sweats guy. I'm usually, but if you're going to date somebody and it's time to date and you don't know how to do it, see, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Because technically,
Right.
if he do upgrade you and leave you, you upgraded for the next person. So so it's a plus either way you put it.
uh,
You know, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real.
yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. So
That's right.
Sam, I mean, would you be acceptable if you were not? I mean, you don't have that problem, but if you were not the fashionable person that you are, but your friend, your guy who you're dating, your significant other, your whoever was, would you be open to him selecting your stuff or laying out or going with you to shop and to buy your clothes and buy the things that say he prefer you in? Now I ain't saying sisters that let him dress you homie. Now I ain't saying that now.
No, no, no,
But if
no,
he
no, no.
got some good taste, and sisters, y'all know, if he got some good taste and he putting you in something well, would you be open to that? Well, are you good with that?
Yes, I'm definitely open to that. I mean, I've had situations where, like, if I was going on a date and say it was some place that I'm not familiar with, and maybe he's been there before, I would, go to the mall, maybe try some on, take a picture, be like, hey, is this fitting or do you like this? Like, I'm willing to do that, and I wouldn't mind if he even went above and beyond to buy something as long as I was comfortable with it and I didn't see a problem with it. I don't mind it at all.
How many I don't know how many brothers we have on the live, but how many brothers don't mind going shopping with the sister? I know
That's a
ain't
good
that
question.
many hands
Freaky.
raised.
That's a good question.
I
That's
know it ain't that many hands raised, but
That,
how many
that's a
brothers?
that's a
How many
patience
brothers?
that's a patience testing situation. Thank God I have five sisters. Thank God so I have the patience for that. But I know a lot of guys that won't go to the mall to save their life with a woman because you know a woman go to the mall, right? This is a woman, and she'll walk into the mall, she'll see a pair of shoes that she wanted. Perfect pair of shoes. But because that's the first store she walked to, she won't buy those shoes. She'll go look at six other places. 2 hours later, she go, you know what? I'm just gonna get those shoes I seen at the first store. That's just how women are. So if guys don't have patience, please don't go to the mall with your woman, please.
You gotta
But see,
have options. Need
but
Yeah,
options.
but see,
but if you get what you want, as soon as you get there, the options is solved. Like that's like saying I
You
found the
gotta see if
perfect
it
guy.
comes better than the
No,
first
no,
option.
no. If you said you're going to the mall for something and you find it.
You
That's like
might find a
saying,
better deal
well,
somewhere
why do you guys get mad when guys date you and then they still look for a better deal because they found someone else better? No, make a decision. Make a decision. If
I,
it takes you the first time to find it and you found it, let's go home.
else.
listen.
Mm-mm.
I've learned,
Let
Rob.
me
I've
weigh out my
I
learned,
know,
options.
I
learned,
know.
Rob. That's just the mentality of a woman,
And
and
I have
most
patience
women.
for it. I'm just
And
saying how I feel
either,
about it, but I have patience for it. I
yeah,
understand that.
either you're gonna be that dude where you kind of course her, help her, because
Mhm.
be honest, Shan, I don't know if you can contest this. Sisters like a brother who say, you know what? No, that ain't the shoe for you. This the shoe. You need to get this shoe right here.
Some sisters, some sisters,
Some sisters,
some
but
sisters.
some will gravitate like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? Okay, forget them other six stores that we was going to. I'm getting this shoe right here.
But you are right. They do want input. But they'll add,
Or
even if they're not going to listen to what you say, they still want you to act as if you're involved so they can feel like you at least care. Even if they're not going to take your advice,
right
give it. Act like you're
now,
involved.
now,
Because if they was going to come by themselves, they didn't need you to be there.
least Rob, you said that they purchased a shoe.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
kicker is where I get purple is you done did six stores. You done tried on pair of shoes in each store, and then you don't buy not a
Oh,
one.
God.
Uh-oh.
You
I've been
bringing
with
up
I
some
said, hold on.
memories, man.
I'll
You are
be
bringing
like,
up
no, no,
memories.
no. You done spend a whole 3 hours just at no, you gonna buy one of
You
these
don't buy
shoes.
them shoes. Mm.
You're buying a shoe today, sister.
Yeah, you are so right. I've been through it. You bringing up some serious memories, man.
So
Woo!
my thing is we that's conversation.
Mhm,
That's
Yeah,
intentional
mhm.
dating.
most
Real
definitely.
conversation. Hey, listen, or men think this. They think because they go sit down on the bench and just let her do her thing. Like, okay, she gonna be concerned that you sitting. No, no,
She will leave
no,
you on that bench for
no.
5 hours.
Okay, he's lying on that bench. I'll come back by to pick him up when I'm
You
finished.
the one wanted to sit there. I ain't tell you to sit there. You wanted to sit there and look stupid. That's on you. Oh, you were right about that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't try that one, brothers, because that don't work. That don't work. But I'm gonna say this: I know a couple. I know a married couple. They work very hard at keeping each other happy
That's
and keep
good.
each other
That's good.
smiling and keep each
That's definitely
other
That's
good.
good.
up. I love these two individuals, and to the point that they've made that designation that they got one fashion designer in the
Mhm,
house.
mhm, mhm.
And
Mhm.
they go, and that fashion designer goes and purchase for her and him. And he trusts her
Nice.
not to give him something or put him in something that's gonna look like a clown.
Right.
And the most of the time, she be spot on.
Yeah,
I've had them reach out to me,
that's her lane.
hey JB, hey, this and this. You think this and that will look good? I'll be like,
Mhm.
no, that ain't gonna work, but that's gonna work. But yeah, but I know them for a fact that they good. He's good with her being the designated fashion designer.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And it should be okay. It should be all right. If you
Yeah.
know you ain't that dude, you
That
don't
ain't
drive.
your lane.
It's like that commercial where the man and the man and the woman they met each other at the restaurant, and
Mhm.
she came in nice and dressed, and he came in with the old messed up round collar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you look beautiful tonight," and she was
You
like,
see how she looked at him?
You look fashionably comfortable." That's what he said. You look comfortable. And so that we got, that's a conversation that we have to have. I mean, listen, being intentional, dating with intention means knowing what you're looking for,
Absolutely.
such as a spouse, and what you're looking for in that spouse. Now. So do you think when dating, it's important, very important to discuss, does she cook? Does he cook?
Oh,
Who would cook?
mm,
Mm.
mm.
Is
It's hitting
that a
hard tonight,
conversation?
Elder. You're hitting
Is
hard.
that a conversation in when you're meeting, when you're dating, when you're
Ooh,
whatever? Is that a conversation that should come up, especially when you
ooh.
talk about looking at marriage, going into marriage?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's hard.
yes.
That's a hard
Yeah.
one. You know, I'm
So
gonna tell
I
you
just
why it's a hard one. I'm gonna tell you why it's a tough one. And we're being honest. You know how I am. The problem I have with that is we are in a society where it seems, I'm not saying in all cases, but it seems like men are the only ones that have to hold on to traditions. If you say to if it's time to take out trash, you'll hear, why should I have to take out trash and I got a man here? And I agree with that. I agree with that. You're right. Men should take out trash. But then when it comes down to cooking and you say, why should I have to cook? I got a woman here. Oh, we ain't living in that prehistoric days. Well, if we're not living in prehistoric days, then don't hold me to prehistoric things. And then you get a relief of all the prehistoric things. So, and that's where you run into problems. Now, if we set the boundaries that we're going to live a life more according to this new tradition, I'm cool with that, but it got to go on both hands. You can't pick and choose when you want to grab traditions in and when you want to keep the old ones because it benefit you. And that's the problems you run in. You can't say, I gotta take out the trash, I gotta do the lawn and stuff like that, because I'm the man, and I'm cool with that. But then you say, if I ask you to do the dishes or cook, oh, why? Because I'm a woman? Nah, you can't have it both ways.
Shan, as a woman,
Hmm.
should that conversation come up? And if that conversation comes up, how do you, I mean, what would be your conversation? How would you, what would be the dialogue that you would have about the cooking thing?
I think it is important to, if it's someone you looking to be with long term and
Mhm.
marriage, yes, the conversation that does need to be had. I think it's important to lay out any type of expectation. Do you expect me to cook every night? Should I cook every night? Are you going to cook every other night? Are you going to do this? Like, just to see if you all are on one accord and if that's going to work for the both of the two of you. I mean, me personally, I don't mind cooking. But I mean, cook every day? Maybe not. But again, I'm still willing to do it. So
He danced, boy. You must got some good shoes on. She danced all around that, didn't she? You must got some good shoes
Listen,
on, boy.
no,
She moonwalked around that, boy, I tell you.
dang it, I hear all that. Rob, I heard what you said. That's great. Shan, I hear what you saying. That's great. But can I be the one that's just going to be straight out truthful
Please, please.
on
go
this
ahead.
21st century? In this 21st century, y'all know sisters don't cook no more.
That's not
It's,
true. I would
it's
not across the board.
some. Okay, let me
Some, not
say
all.
some. Some don't cook anymore. Okay,
Right.
They got so much styrofoam in their refrigerator from all the
listen,
dates they done went to, and they kept leftovers.
listen.
They got so much
We,
styrofoam in their refrigerator, it ain't even funny.
we might cook every night, but we going out most of the. But
Mhm.
sisters, come on now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I got some sisters on here now. I know y'all they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna talk. But some sisters don't cook. How I know this? Because some sisters needed to go get cooking lessons. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not being feminine or anything like that,
Mhm.
but where were you when your mama was cooking?
That's how I learned.
where were you? What you just? I know you playing with Barbie dolls and stuff, and you eat
Mhm.
in your easy bake oven with the play stuff.
Oh
But
man,
Right.
somewhere you need to be keeping an eye, because I know my cooking that I do, the little bit of cooking that I know how to do, and I think I cook very well. I picked up from my mother watching
same
my mom.
here. Same here.
So if I picked up from watching from my mother, so sisters, because if that conversation, come on, the conversation is been that's out there. Most sisters now don't cook. And I understand, sisters, you're working, you may have that business thing going on and whatever, but that should have been a conversation from the beginning. I believe.
I
I
agree.
believe that's from the start. Do
You
you
better
cook,
have it.
sister? Do you cook? Brother, do you cook?
Right.
And if both of us cook, okay. Well, this day, bro, you gonna cook. This day, sister, how about you cook? Or
Yeah.
who gets home first, start to cook. Who gets home, whatever. Now, don't be playing the late game where you get home late all the time.
If you get home late, if you get
Don't
home late, you bring home takeout.
so
Or
so
That's
if you
fair.
get home late on your day to cook, then you bring home takeout.
because me personally, I don't mind cooking.
Yeah,
I, I
I don't mind either.
don't mind cooking.
All right, me
I'm
neither.
good with cooking. I don't mind cooking. I'll
Yeah.
all I'm
cook.
saying is let's not get let's not be silly and let's be real. You cannot pick and choose which one of the things in life that you want to be stereotyped on. You can't tell me you want me to cook 50-50, but you don't never want to take out trash and you don't never want to mow the lawn and you don't know these things because you can't say that that's not a woman's thing anymore. But I'm telling you, I'm telling
I
you.
hear you. I hear you in that. I really hear you in that. But me, that my dude, I'm not saying I'm more dude than you because I'm not. But me as that guy, I'm not having my chick take her garbage
And I
out.
never do. And that's
And
not my
I'm
point.
not.
But when I'm talking to people, hold it, I always take out the trash. I'm
Yeah,
a complete gentleman.
I'm
But
going.
when I'm talking on this podcast,
Now
but when I'm,
we
but when
might
I'm,
play outside. We might play outside in the yard together.
Mhm.
Like I might cut, you rake.
No, no. I'm a
That's
100%. I'm 100% take out the trash, garbage, cat litter, whatever we got to do. I'm 100%. But when I answer these questions on
I
a
hear you.
realistic for the podcast because
I hear
what
you.
I do, I don't expect everybody to do. I'm talking about what's fair for the podcast, not for the individual. I'm talking for everybody. That's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. But
Yeah.
I myself, I can't stand to watch a woman take out trash. I can't. It's just
No, no.
something about me. I
Not.
can't stand
Yeah.
it. But
Now,
I'm
if
just
we
saying for the other guys out there, you got to be fair. If you're gonna start cutting our job, your job, you can't expect us to do certain things. I'm just saying.
it's just some things. I'm me personally. It's just something me personally, and like you said, I'm not gonna ask the sister to do. I'm not gonna ask her to take out no garbage unless she just choose to. She want, baby, I got the garbage tonight. Okay, cool. I might
Mhm.
I might give in, but
And I
as
know
the
some guys just ain't gonna cook. I know some guys just ain't gonna cook. They aren't
no,
gonna cook.
oh, it's a lot of guys ain't
Okay,
cooking.
I'm just saying. Let's whatever I talk about. I'm just saying. Let's be fair. Let's
Yeah,
just be
we
fair. That's all I'm
we
saying.
we going out. Hey, listen. So the other thing is when we're dating with intentions,
Mhm.
um um when dating, is it okay to lay out your wants when you are thinking about marriage? Other words, stuff like I don't want to date anyone with children. Or
Mm,
do you think it's
mm.
selfish that other words, if I have a child but don't want to date anyone with a child?
Yeah.
Or finding out, okay, do he want three to more kids, or she want 5 kids? Is that something, is should that be laid out when you're dating, or when you're in a relationship,
It
when you
better
talk
be.
Yes.
when you're
All
talking
of it.
about going into marriage?
All of it. Yes,
I know a
definitely.
guy. I know a couple. There was a great couple. Great couple. When I say great couple, they were a great couple. She wanted to have kids. He said he didn't want to have kids, and he said, "Okay, I I'm open to having kids. Let's just wait a while." Now, she kept asking for kids. She kept asking for kids. She kept asking for kids. It went. Oh, now She's 35, 36, 37. And he's like, not right now. And she realized he was just trying to wait till it was too late to have kids. Come to find out, don't ask me how she did it. She found out herself that he couldn't have kids.
Mm.
And he just couldn't bear to tell her that because he thought she would have thought less of a man from him. So make a long story short, she ended up getting pregnant, wasn't his. They ain't married no more. And it's a shame because they was a wonderful couple. So kids is something that you better be very clear about when you date because it could be the reason why the relationship go one way or the other way. You have to be honest about that.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta lay that out. Uh
Yes. It's
so
very important.
you what you say, Shan?
No, I agree. You definitely need to lay that out because if I have an expectation and I don't express that and I still expect you to do what I'm expecting, then I'm setting myself up for disappointment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because not only that that comes involved, but you talking about dating someone with children that's not yours, and you come into together, y'all come in together, get married, and he may not have any kids, but she may have a daughter or a son.
Mhm,
Now you got to deal with this guy have to deal with this baby daddy drama.
mhm,
Whereas here it is, I just we married. I just moved you in. I just moved us into a 3.5 million dollar home.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
But now, and your son is living in this home with me, and I'm taking care of everybody. I'm taking care of your son. He's in private school, and he's doing, I'm any needs that he want, but I can't discipline him
Yeah.
Mhm. See, that should have
because
been discussed
because the,
beforehand.
because the father done said, okay, yeah, you can be with whoever you want to be with, but that dude can't discipline my child.
Yeah, that's crazy because no man, this is probably one of the worst things that a man can hear from a child is, "You not my real daddy." And that's what happens when a man is not allowed, I'm allowed to pay for everything, put this kid, put a roof over his head, food on his table, all the things that his real father is not doing. And then we sit around telling, we cringe. Anybody that has ever taken care of a stepchild, that's like something that's like in your head that you hope you never hear. Think about it. Jesus was Joseph's stepson. And they asked, Jesus asked him one time, he asked him, "Where was you at? I couldn't find you." And he
Mm,
basically said, "Mind your business. You ain't my daddy. I was doing my daddy's work." And you ain't hear nothing about Joseph the rest of the Bible. That's how bad it is to be a stepfather. Think
wrong.
about that.
You wrong.
Jesus said one time, "You ain't my daddy.
You
I was
wrong.
doing my daddy's work."
You
And
wrong.
Joseph said, "You know what? I had enough of this." And they didn't hear nothing else about Joseph in the Bible.
Well, they kept Joseph quiet doing the whole everything.
Sure
But
did.
yeah, I feel you. But I mean, it can get even worse. It can
Yeah.
even get worse because here you are. You got the wife that has two kids and the
Hmm.
that has two kids, and now you talking about now she has to deal with the baby mama issues, and he got to deal with the baby daddy issues. And
Yeah,
this is something that really I feel has to be discussed and talked about, getting
it does.
involved in that when you're talking about kids, because now when we go on vacation, now you got to talk to four people.
Yep.
Yeah,
Four
Yep.
yeah,
people got to have a
Yep.
conversation
Yep.
about
right.
these kids going off. And I think that's where sometimes I don't know, we kind of miss it. Whereas um um we don't have the conversation even with those outside parents
Hmm.
to assure them that, hey, bro, your son is or your son, your daughter is good. You
You're
know,
right.
hey,
Right.
mom,
Right.
your son and daughter is good. There's no way I'm gonna treat them nothing less than what I'll treat my child.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
If I'm not beating on my child, I'm definitely
Mhm.
not going to beat
You'll
on
be
you.
on your child.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's some stuff that in relationships and marriages that people have to deal with.
Right.
Now
Yes.
that's a conversation from the start.
Yes, definitely. It definitely should be a if you and your significant other, if they have a child and you all feel like you are at the point where you all are ready for marriage and you want ready to take that next step, then I think what should happen is that you and the child's father, mother, you all should come together and say, hey, we're thinking about taking this to the next level. We're looking at marriage, I'm gonna be the parent guardian to your child, what do you like, what don't you like just lay it out all on the table, so once you move forward everybody's on one accord
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
just waiting to that moment and then things fall through the crack because nobody took the time to communicate what was
Absolutely.
expected or what they accept or what they don't accept.
Absolutely. I
right.
agree.
Right. You got to I just feel yeah, that's a serious part of it that a lot of times people don't have that conversation. And even to the point whereas like you said, Rob, with that couple, that people they don't have that conversation about, hey, you know what? Hey, how many kids you want? I want these 5 kids, and she's sitting there saying, not my body. Ooh, my body. You ain't no 5 kids come out. What was
That's
that?
not a stretch marks right there.
What was that movie? What was that? Y'all see I'm a movie buff. What was that movie? Why did I get married?
Yeah,
22.
yeah.
When she was like, this is my body.
My bad. Yep.
I carried that baby. And
Mm-hmm.
she went and got her tube tied and Buddy didn't know
Mm.
and
He
all
didn't even know it. Mm.
that he didn't know and she went and did it. But that's selfish.
Yeah, it is
That's a
selfish.
selfish issue. But people would do that. And
Right.
that, like
They
you said,
will. They will.
that almost ruined their marriage.
Yep.
That
Yep.
almost ruined their
That
marriage.
almost ruined their marriage. Yep.
So that's stuff that we have to talk about. We have to discuss and we got to bring out to the forefront from the beginning. I always
Yes.
said it, and I used to say it to the singles ministry all the time. Hey, be yourself. Let it be known at the beginning. Let people make a decision.
Right.
Do I want this? You get a second date or you don't get a second date?
That's right.
Right.
And I deal with
And at least you'll know. And if you be yourself, at least you'll know. If she don't like you, you move on. If she do like you, you know you were being real, so she really likes you. But
right.
you
Right.
know, they got to be willing to take that chance.
Right. Hey, y'all, listen, I hope everybody's locking, join this. If you are, say something in the comments. Let us know that you're there and you're enjoying what's happening and somebody is being learning a little something and you're getting something. Hey, listen, it's about to get real good. Listen, y'all, it's about to get real good. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? This is it. Hey, listen, when dating,
Here it
Uh-oh.
comes. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
when dating, how important is it to discuss your past relationships
Hi, y'all.
someone you are planning to date or marry? Other words,
But
past relationships, how many times during
right.
those relationships you were intimate and what were up and down, Rob Lee?
Wait, what was the last part of that?
Rob, Rob going on me. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. I'm gonna say it again. When dating, how important is it to
Mm,
discuss your past relationships with someone you are planning to date
mm,
or you're planning to date, get involved with? Other words, past relationships. How many times during the past relationship? How many times during those relationships you were
mm,
intimate with them?
mm,
Mm.
mm. You trying to
Ah,
get brother? You
Is
trying to
this
get
the
brother killed?
conversation? Is this the conversation? Is this should come up in the conversation?
I would say this.
Acquiring minds want to know.
Ladies first.
And is this a conversation? Is this necessary? Is this
Mm,
important conversation?
mm,
Remember, we're dating intentionally. We have intentions on our dating while we're dating. So
hmm.
come on.
Talk about the ex. Sure.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that with confidence. You didn't say that with confidence.
No, she did.
I
Oh,
mean,
you hot tonight,
I
bro. You
mean,
hot tonight.
okay, because you might get a question like this.
Wait. Because listen, I feel like when you talk about your ex, like it's so one-sided. If anything you wanna know about my ex, how about we bring them into the conversation? You can hear both sides of the story. What
That
about
ain't never gonna happen.
No,
Stop. That ain't never gonna happen.
but I
it?
believe if you're honest, if you're being true, you might get a question like this. Okay, you was with them for how long? 2 years, and
Mm,
y'all what? So what happened? What didn't go right? What in
mm.
your last relationship? What did you do in your last relationship that did not work, or what would you do different? It can be a question like that.
Mm-hmm. Just have to answer truthfully. What happened? Just tell what happened and
But are
what could
you gonna answer truthfully though?
Mm-mm.
I would answer truthfully.
Mm-mm.
Rob,
Why
Rob
not?
is saying, Rob is saying, mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell you
Rob is
something.
saying,
I'm
mm-mm.
gonna tell you something, and this is gonna be very untraditional, and it's gonna be real because I don't know another way to be real. You know what's crazy about that? It is more important. Hear me out before you say something. It is more important that you discuss your past, even intimate, not intimate details to the bottom detail,
Of
but
course not.
it,
Yeah.
it is important that you be honest because when you are, we're dealing with saved and unsaved. It is more important that you are honest when you are saved because if you want someone to honor your body and be celibate before you get married, they at least need to know in some kind of way how it's going to be and how you are intimately before they take that chance. Now, if you're not saved, you ain't got to worry about that because you can test the goods all you want and you can find out for yourself. But when you are saved and you want somebody to honor your body and you don't want to have sex before you get married, it might be good to at least give them some kind of knowledge by talking to them about how you are and things you likes and dislikes because you don't want them to not know certain things and then get married to you and find out that you're not the kind of person that they wanted or want to deal with intimately. So
Mhm.
if you aren't saved, you ain't gotta go through that. You can say, here you go, come test it out for yourself. You can see. But if you are saved and you want him to honor your body, you better at least talk a good enough game where he can say, okay, then I can do this. I'm
Yeah,
just being
because
real.
we asked this question. We asked that question a while ago. I think a couple of weeks ago. We asked that question a couple of weeks ago about believers. Do if you as a believer, do you test drive? Do you do a test drive or do you have the in-depth conversation?
Have the in-depth
And we had
conversation.
You better have an in-depth conversation, and you
some
better be honest as honest can
listen,
be.
some folks said both. They
That,
said
that,
both.
that's called greedy.
Minister Green, she said both.
I
Uh,
can understand that. I'm telling
but
you.
we did have some people said that they have the in-depth conversation, like that's what you were saying, Rob. But how in depth you're gonna be? You got to be true. Like I said, I was in depth. I said that brothers need to know um, if Sister Flavor can still get flavor.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
sisters need to know if Brother Statue can still see statue. I'm just saying. So yeah, you got to have that
You
true
better have it.
conversation because you need to know if you're a freak with standards.
Yep, you
Yeah.
got it. Very good.
That,
Very good. You
Um,
hot tonight,
or
boy.
you're a freak
You
with standards. You need to know this.
yeah, you do.
And we said it that week that believers and church folks don't like to have this conversation about that because for some strange reason they think because they have this conversation they go in hell.
Oh
They
God, that's
done
silly.
committed
That's
a
no,
silly.
not at
sin
all.
That's
and they
silly.
going to hell. This is conversations. It's better to know now than to find out later, and then
Right.
you trying to find a divorce court. Because y'all can say what you want to say. Intimacy plays a very important
A,
part.
a
Not
Very.
major part. A
ninety-five
major part.
of
A major.
relationship. have
especially if you're in a relationship and you don't have cable. If you're in a relationship and you don't have cable, that's a major part.
because you said something the other week,
I'm
Rob.
just
You
kidding.
said something the other week. No, you said something the other week that is so true. And Chan, I don't if you can jump in. You said something the other week that was so true. Um, why would I get myself involved with someone that I want someone to look a certain way? I want them to have bow legs. I love bow. I want them to have a beautiful face. Why am I going to waste time with somebody that don't excite me, that don't arouse me,
Stupid.
that
It's
get
stupid.
me to that point, but because they just a good person,
It's stupid.
then I go
You
on
just
and
be
be
settling.
miserable. So Shan, so is that important to be able to really not always saying you looking for that buff dude, that right
Mhm.
dude, but is it important for you to find someone who's attracted
That's
that's
right.
attracted to you? He looks a certain way, he built a certain way, somebody who excites you, who arouses you. Is that a
Yeah.
must? Is that a must, or
Yes.
we just have to deal with
She
what
get
God
A for that. She get A for being honest. Very good. Very
God
good. Very
what
good.
God
No.
we think God send us, and because they're a nice guy.
Yeah. No. I think the physical attraction is definitely important.
Yeah.
It's
So
definitely important.
how important is it?
Very. Be
And
honest, sister.
yeah,
Very.
I have to look at you.
Very. 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 People always
I
say,
have to
"Oh,
look
you
at
can
you.
do
I
it with
have
the
to be
lights
able
on."
to desire you in such a way. Yes.
Yeah, people kill me when they say, "Well, you can cut the lights off." Hey,
But
man,
the lights turn on soon.
we ain't playing Marco Polo where you close your eyes, and go Marco, and she go Polo, and you find her. No, you got to see her when the lights is on first. So I ain't trying to hear that. She ain't hiding under the covers, Marco, and you going Polo. No, that's
No.
not how it's done. No, you got to be you. You get that.
Ah,
You have to be attracted to
yeah.
an individual.
Now, do that being attractive just by physical, just physical looks attracted, or it has to be emotional also?
No, once you're
But
attracted to someone, the other attributes about them will come and you'll see if you're attracted to that also. But you must first be attracted to that person to even find out if they're smart, to even find out if they're intelligent, if they have a job, if they this. Without attraction, you're talking to the wall. No, you must be attracted to something. Once you are attracted to it, you can find out the rest.
So
yeah.
Rob, I'm gonna be that person that say, well, you just picking, you too picky. You
No,
too picky. You just looking for that perfect person. You
the
too
only
picky.
people that say that is people that never get picked. That ain't the only people say that. You don't hear nobody that get picked say that. Only people that say that call people too picky is people that never get picked. People that's real and get picked, they understand that.
You are
Right, sir.
boy, listen here. That boy say people that say that the people that don't get
I
picked.
get
Yeah.
picked.
I'm just keeping it real. That sounds like somebody that never get picked.
Ooh.
Ah,
I'm just I no, I was being devil, I was playing devil advocate. Because
uh-huh.
you hear people say that all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Oh, you just looking for the Beyonce. No, I'm not. Beyonce, if trust me, you go home with Beyonce
Oh, she got all kind of issues.
and watch it and wake up to that. She don't wake up like that every
No,
morning. So
no, no,
no,
no.
no, go on now. Go on now. B don't wake
But
up like that
but
every
she
morning.
come in the door talking about if you like it, put a ring on it. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got
But
time for that.
so you have to, you should be attractive. Somebody you should be attracted to
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
individual who you're dating or looking for, or God sends your way. It has to be attractive. So I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna start with Chantel. So Shan, say
Mm-hmm.
God, say
See,
say say
anything come out your mouth today, bro. She waiting for you.
say one Sunday morning, someone walks up to you and say they've been praying and fasting, and it was you who God showed them in their praying and fasting time. It was you, and they don't look they don't look like you want them to look. I'm gonna just say that.
Now,
But they
Elder,
said
you
the
know,
Lord.
listen, the same way God communicated that to them,
Tell,
God should
tell
have
God, tell God to give you a call.
communicated that to
Tell him
me
to
as
tell God
well.
to call me.
We would have been on one accord. That would have been confirmation. And
Hey,
God ain't say the
hey,
same thing
hey,
to
hey,
me
Shannon,
either,
tell him. Hey, Sam, tell him to tell God to call you.
though.
He said,
Exactly.
but he said when two or three, it's y'all two together. So
No, it was just him
he'll
and
be in
God.
the
I
midst.
wasn't part of the equation. God didn't tell me that.
And listen, in that case, you want
Okay.
that third
So
person. He
so
said two or three. You want God to tell you.
so what would be your response? That's where I was going. What would be your response to
I
that?
gotta hear this.
If you had a young man come up to you and say he's been fasting and praying, and the
Uh,
Lord showed you that you're going to be his wife, and he's serious about it, and what this is what I want to. What would be your response?
I would say, let me pray and fast and let me see what thus says the Lord. Because right
Okay,
now,
but at that moment, he asked you for your number.
when I finish, when the Lord and I, once we once we communicate and we have our dialogue, I talk to him, I wait and listen, see what he got to say, then we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So you, so you consult the Lord, you pray about it, and the Lord, Lord might give you the answer. Saying that's the one. Speak, Lord. Don't play.
it's
If-
funny, but this is real. People
but
say
if the
that to
Lord,
me.
but if the
Real.
Lord speaks to you and give you that peace that He might be the dude, then what?
Then I gotta trust the Lord and move forward,
Oh,
honestly.
Top line.
trust and obey. Trust and obey is the only way
Uh,
to be happy with Jesus.
uh,
Is the trust and obey. So you have to
But
trust the Lord.
listen, when you meet somebody, the person that you meet, are they gonna always be or look the same way throughout the duration of their life?
no, that's why you got to at least
I
start
hope
off
they
good.
start. I hope they start out.
Yeah, yeah, you got to start off good. Because if you start off bad,
What
then you gonna get worse.
I need
Oh
them to
my
first
goodness.
start out. Start out
what
Uh,
is
at that
uh,
state. Now, where you falter later on in the years, I
only
understand.
babies get better. Only
But
babies get better.
but if you but if you start out like Benjamin Button, you gotta end up being like.
listen,
I'm just
listen.
saying.
Only the only time people get better is when they ugly early. Like you have people that babies and stuff been ugly and they end up being
Rob,
beautiful. If you
brother,
ugly after 30, you
brother.
know that's pretty much your lane. I'm sorry.
Who that say ugly inside is so
Oh
ugly
my goodness.
outside.
Oh,
but Rob, I, I
uh,
present I present the same question to
mm,
you. You have a young lady
mm,
that she was bold enough to come to you
mm,
and said that I noticed you noticing me because I've been noticing you noticing me.
mm,
And
mm,
I think there's a little attraction between you and me. Now, you just been, looking all over, just having a good time. Just the Lord just had you looking in certain seconds. You ain't
mm,
paid. But anyway, but they've been noticing that, and they said, I'd like to get to know you better. Could we go out, or could we, talk sometime, or whatever? Here's my number. Um, and there, you
mm.
don't, you do the shimmy shake
Mm.
when you see him.
Okay.
What
First
would
of
be
all,
your reply first? What would be your response
okay.
to them?
Okay. First of all, I had somebody do that to me. I ain't gonna say no names, and they came to
Don't
me.
do that. No
Oh
names. No
no,
names.
of course I wouldn't do that. That's like a class. Now, when they came to me, it was funny because they breath smell like they was fasting for 3 years. They breath smell like underarm hair. Listen, and they told me that you know what you know what I told them. It's a good one. It's easy for guys. I said, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but he who finds a wife finds a good thing, not he who finds a husband. You have a great day.
Okay. 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 We go with that. Okay. Yeah.
Peace on that.
That boy say underarm hair. Boy, you funny. You funny. That's why you the comedian. That boy say underarm hair. Boy, you ain't right. You ain't right. But hey, but
Oh,
hey, y'all, listen. But these are I wanted to throw these out there because a
Great
lot of
questions.
people don't understand that they may not think you may think these questions or these conversations
Good questions.
are needed, but they are
Elder,
needed.
Elder,
Yes, ma'am.
what would your response be?
Oh
Well, it's
yeah, yeah.
after
What's your response?
it's after 8 o'clock, and
Oh,
the address is
no.
on. I need to see
Uh-uh.
the
That's
address.
cold. That's
Uh,
cold, Elder. That's cold. That's cold, Elder.
my response, if someone had walked up to me about that,
Yes.
and I'm
Hmm.
almost like Rob, let me pray about that because the Lord says for it's a man, you know, when a man
That's right.
finds a good thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm,
so I hear what you're saying, my sister. Let me pray about it. Let
my
me
sister.
call the Lord because God ain't showed me that.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
I'm just gonna tell you,
Yeah.
God did not. He did not speak to me. He and I believe if God have a prophecy, He gonna speak to me first.
Oh yeah. Oh
He gonna
yeah.
share.
Oh
He's gonna
yeah.
share with me if he's with me. You might be because you be careful what you ask for because you see certain people in certain positions, certain places, and whatever.
Right.
It may not always be what you think because your
Mm,
time clock and whatever. But
Mhm.
right.
but number one, my issue would be them coming to present that to me
Absolutely.
as a woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now if they send somebody to me, I'll send them right back to them. Okay. Did I answer that? Either way, they're gonna get the answer, right? Either way, they're gonna get
Oh,
either way they're gonna get the answer. Either way, they're
this
gonna
is a good. This is a good
right on
one.
back. Now you go on back and you tell them until the Lord speaks to me. Shout out to boy. Come on. Keep on praying.
But
Keep
hey,
on fasting.
and listen, if
Keep
she's
on
fine
hoping.
enough, you're gonna say, "Let the Lord use you."
Keep on hoping. Keep
Let the
on
Lord
hoping.
use you.
No,
You be
Let the Lord
obedient,
lead
sister.
you.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely like, no, sweetie, I hear what you're saying. Let me pray about it. But no, because he hasn't spoke to me on that one. So yeah. Hey y'all, this has been good. I told y'all
Great,
this was
great,
gonna be
great
real
week,
good.
great
This
week, great
was
week.
gonna be
You
good. This
you dug deep for this one. You dug deep for this one.
yeah,
Yes.
Great
I,
job, great
I,
job.
I was like, you know what, we need to, it's some stuff that was in me. But most of this stuff was last week. We just didn't get to it
Right.
Hmm.
because we got we were closing out. We got stuck with that message that came through.
Yeah,
But
Uh-huh.
yeah.
but my thing is that when we're dating, and I'm trying to do it. I'm learning to do it. I'm learning if I in the dating world that we got to be more communicated. We got to talk. We got to talk. I have that issue.
Hmm.
Mm,
I'm very shy. I don't communicate like I should, but I
mm,
know I have to get better if God ever, when God have set that for me, I have to get better in
Hmm.
my communication with just not in a relationship, just with people, period. Just
right.
because I'm just not that person that I talk
Absolutely.
a lot. I talk a lot here on this thing, but honestly, I don't talk a lot.
Yeah. You do
I,
always carry yourself with class. I give you that. You always carry yourself with
man,
class.
I listen.
Always
Oh,
respectable. Always, always,
I,
always. Top
listen.
notch. Top
I
notch.
appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. But I'm a to myself type of
Mhm,
person.
mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been that. So hey, that's me. Hey, listen, it's been great. It's been fun. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, everyone that's been tuning in, thank you for tuning in. I hope something we said was uplifting, something that we said helped you out, something that what we said, you thought about it, you'll continue to think about it, and also you'll share with somebody that you
Yes.
know. This is the thing. A lot of folks that be watching and whatever, you know some people
That needed.
that need it. You know some folks that you can share this with that's going through it now. And you've
Mm-hmm.
been trying to figure out how can I tell them? What can I say to them? Here it is.
Yeah. Good
I
job.
mean,
Good
we're,
job.
we're not saying we are the professionals, but when you've lived it and you've gone through it and you've experienced it, that kind of makes you okay to share your experience and what got you through it.
Right.
Because I often say, and I used to say it with the youth, with the singles ministry, that we can use Bible, because really, if you check it out, there's really nothing in the Bible that tells us about dating.
Nothing.
I mean, we hear that it's better to marry than to burn. That had gotten a lot of people in trouble. That went that route and end up in a marriage that they were miserable because
Mm.
people, it's better to marry than to burn.
Yeah.
Anyway, God bless you on that. But really, there's really not a lot in the Bible that talks about dating and how the way of dating and how it should be dating. But even though we're supposed to do it God's way, we know the way that we should do it. We know
Absolutely.
what the right and the wrongs and how we should carry ourselves. That part. But as in the Bible, I mean, they talk about, because Paul talks about more about being single than being
It does.
dating. So yeah. So that's the thing that we got to remember, that we have to communicate, we got to be open, we got to share, and we got to enjoy life and enjoy everything that we do. And hey, man, listen, I appreciate y'all. Rob,
Appreciate
Mike,
you, bro.
Appreciate you
We
too.
appreciate you.
Chantel, thank you for joining us on this
Thank
evening.
you for
Hey,
having us.
appreciate y'all. Till next week. I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, I got more, because there's a
Great
lot
job, bro. Great job. Great job, man. Great job.
more here that I ain't but getting to. There's a lot more here. I ain't
Woo!
getting. It's gonna get a little gooder next week. It's gonna
Let's
get
get
hot.
it.
Good,
Let's
good.
get it. Let's get it.
But thank you, y'all. God bless you. God
Thank you.
bless
God
you.
bless.
All right. Hey, y'all. You've been locked into the South Florida Loud podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And those were my panelists, man. Chantel Weston, and Rob Miner. They were with us tonight. And hey, listen, if you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed it. Please share this podcast. I need you to share this podcast. Just hit the share button. Please, those that are watching right now on Facebook, those that are watching, hit the share button right now. If you have not hit the share, if you have not shared this broadcast, if you have not shared this episode, please do it right now. Right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, listen, if you want to be support to this podcast, right here, that's the $ Power of Glory 777. Our Zelle is Jeffrey Brown 2094. That's JEFFERY. Brown 2094 at gmail.com. Thank you so much. Thank you for those that supported us, that supported us on last week, that poured into us, that sent us a little blessing on last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Laverne. Appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for your love, for your support of this podcast. Once again, this has been great, man. Listen, let's talk. Let's talk about the things that matter. We watching they're watching the address tonight, so we may go on a little late, about 9, so y'all stay tuned for that. So hey, listen, I'll pray for you, you pray for me. Hey, y'all, let's watch y'all thing change everything, because he's changing it now. Go Kamala.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.